What has been kind of your off-season program to get ready for the season after coming out of surgery?
I mean, the biggest thing has just been getting healthy, and that's been feeling really good. You know, we've been getting after it in Arizona, being working with Tony and Greshner being down there for once we started throwing again in December and throughout now. But really, it's just been making sure to get everything right. Ankle feels good. Make sure the elbow's feeling really good. So it's just been really focusing on that.
When it comes to the elbow, did that progress the way everyone expected it?
Yeah, it did. It really did. It's come along really, really well. So it's, I mean, I feel like I'm 18 again.
Okay. If they asked you to, spring training started tomorrow, wouldn't be an issue for you?
No, I would not start tomorrow. I mean, that wouldn't be on schedule. That'd be way too ahead of schedule.
So where's the schedule lead us next? What's the next step in the schedule?
I'll throw a bullpen today. This will be my second bullpen to throw, and that's right where it should be. Everything's feeling fine, and arm strength's good. And the biggest thing is just to make sure to not overdo it, to piss it off to where I have to end up taking time off throwing. It's just staying consistent with it and kind of let the last little bit of healing kind of fade away.
Once spring training starts, will you be on pretty much your normal schedule?
I'd have to look. I haven't looked that far into it, but I think it'll be pretty close. I mean, it'll probably be a little more monitored, but I don't think it should vary too different than all the other guys.
And throughout the last couple of years, when the thing was barking and your numbers were down a little bit, it looked just from eyeballing it that maybe you were dropping down a little more than you had earlier on in your career. Is that something you actually looked at on film, or just in talking to Rigetti and others about maybe your mechanics, and is it something that you've worked on this offseason?
I mean, for me, I've always been a guy that enjoys throwing the ball sidearm at times, and I've always been comfortable doing it just from playing, in the infield when I was, in high school and all that stuff. So I've always messed around with, even in the bullpens, dropping down, giving guys different angles. I mean, I was just trying to get creative and trying to find different ways to get guys out and see what worked and what didn't work, and sometimes it didn't work out very well. But yeah, I mean, I definitely think I wasn't able to consistently repeat the same delivery that I wanted to over and over, and I think that was getting a little frustrating for me.
So just to follow up on that, you feel that with the elbow healthy, you can work on in spring training, getting that repeated delivery, staying on top of the ball, and getting back to keeping the ball where you want to.
Yeah, that's what I don't think I really had a thought that over the whatever it was time that anything was really bothering me. It was just going about pitching. I thought it was normal to have the innings that we've logged in, and just having to change as a pitcher. But now going through the surgery and my arm feeling as good as it does now, I know that some of it wasn't probably always right where it needed to be, but that's part of the game. I mean, you're never gonna go out there and have the best feeling throughout the year. But I know that right now I'll be able to work on repeating the same mechanics, repeating what I need to do to be able to throw the ball where I want to.
Is that primarily what you're working on in these bullpen sessions, and not so much working on maybe velocity?
Yeah, no, velocity is not a big issue right now. The biggest thing is just repetition and getting the elbow used to the banging. The new bone in the back. That we had to kind of clean up and stuff like that. So it just needed to get prepared to be able to take the banging and everything like that from being able to throw. So right now it's really just making sure that it's good and comfortable doing that, and the velocity is not going to be an issue.
So, how many pitches are you throwing in your bullpen?
Today will be 30. I threw one on Tuesday and it was 25. So, but we're looking at 60 or 70% effort. So it's more of just repetition.
What did it feel like the first time you stepped back on a mound again?
It was a little bit different. It's been a long time. I mean, that'd been the longest time that I had even from when All-Star break till when I picked up a ball again in December. I mean, that was the longest time I hadn't thrown a ball. Probably since, I don't know, 2002-ish or 2003. You know, I mean, it'd been a long time since I hadn't done that. So it was a little bit different. You know, definitely a little giddy and having to tone it back a little bit. You know, Greshner definitely getting on me about, you know, hey, we got a long time right now. You gotta take it easy, just let it work. You know, so it's been good. I mean, I think it's been a benefit to me because I've actually tried to understand my mechanics a little bit more because I haven't been able to go at full speed that I'd like to.
Yeah.
You know, you had to work into it. It was a progression, and it was good for me.
At this stage in your career with the injury you just had, do you view it almost as another chapter, a bookmark of some sort?
Yeah, I mean, I almost see it as a new beginning for me. I feel really good right now. You know, like I said before, I mean, I feel as good as I did when I almost first signed with these guys. So I'm excited about the season and looking forward to it.
How about the ankle? I mean,
That's really good. Yeah, that was almost cleaned up and fully ready to go. You know, by the end of the World Series.
You know,
What does it mean